around collecting nuts apparently, huh? Well, I'll tell you something. You're driving me nuts. What do you think this is? Squirrel land? Who do you think you are? Commander Squirrel? What do you think this is? A Dreamfest orgy with buxom babes running around shaking their beautiful bunny-like bodices in a breathtaking fashion? Of course not. This is St. James Park, which is inside of the city of Toronto, specifically at not St. James, but rather Church and Jarvis, right? But you're running around like you don't care about none of that stuff. I don't see any nuts around here. That's my whole thing. Apart from the fact that you guys drive me squirrely. What are you looking for? Oh, damn it, viewer. And that was that. A close encounter with the squirrel kind, in an effort to understand once and for all just what is it that compels these little squirrels to behave in such a peculiar fashion. As you know, my name is Hussein Zaidi and I'm a commentator on basically any goddamn thing that comes into my head. So here we go. What is it? It's about 2. I might as well tell you what the date is, right? But that dates me, doesn't it? Date is, let's ask this fellow over here. Let's ask Mr. Gourlay what the date is, man, because I can't seem to remember. I think it's the 1st. Shit, it is the 1st. Banished from Upper Canada. And they stuck a statue of him here. Great. They're like, that's the guy. If he shows up, that's the guy. Make sure that you execute him on sight. So I'm here, dear viewer, in the beautiful St. James Park in downtown Toronto. I'm here to tell you that Toronto does not, in fact, suck ass, but Torontonians do. And as far as the city is concerned, well, let's just say it's the opposite of Torontonians in as much as abysmal compassion levels. That's what I have to leave it with, or leave it at. What do I mean by abysmal compassion levels? Well, these fruitcakes are so worried about their condos and beamers and trophy wives and all this shit, trophy brides perhaps, that they don't worry about a person like this dude. Look at this dude. He's a class act. He's walking right amongst them, and none of them are going to give him a second thingy. Hey bro, I'm invading your privacy rights. He doesn't give a shit. You think he cares? I can tell. If he punches me in the face, it's on camera, obviously. Hey man, that's awesome, man. Way to go. Look, he's smiling. I knew you were the real deal, man. Keep that stuff up. Don't worry about people, man. They're all idiots. You know that already, right? See, he's laughing. He's on his way. He's a nice guy. So the problem is, like, people out here are like so freaking uptight. I say uptight. I'd like to say other things. Unfriendly is going in the direction of what I'm trying to say. It's like you stop and say hello to someone here, and they jump out of their skin. Now, of course, there's crackheads. And of course you've got like drug addicts and alcohol and whatever. But how many times has a crackhead punched someone downtown Toronto? Or how many times has some alcoholic given you a hard time? What are you so damn scared of? Why can't you be a bit more compassionate and basically, what is it? Just care about your fellow man. It's like you don't really care about anything except yourself, and as a result, you end up jeopardizing everything that goes towards your well-being. Now, we're looking up at St. James Cathedral, the Squire, but in this one shot, I've got CIBC, and I've got BMO, and I've got TD, and I've got Scotia. This tower is Scotia. The reason I know that is because that crane over there, I used to work at that crane. That's KPMG. In all the big cities of the world, the biggest buildings belong to the banks. That's a lot of B's, I know. I wish there were more of them around, right? Anyhow, That's all I'm going to say about it. Hello? 50% of the wealth of this country is owned by the big six banks, somewhere in that region. Hey, you know what? If it was 15%, don't split hairs over whether it's 49 or, you know, 61 or 51 or whatever. If it was 15, it'd be way too much. But I was just on about how nice of a city it is. If you put all of that stuff out of your head. And yes, there's KPMG, as you can see. Where we go? There we go. My brother did his chartered accountancy in like '86, and he actually, and it was in England, obviously, and he actually worked for them. Pete Marwick McClintock is the name of the firm. Pete Marwick McClintock. And then KPMG, no one knows what it stands for. I don't even know what it stands for. Anyhow, doesn't matter. It's probably time to sit anyway. So yeah, not much more to say. Might as well leave it at that. Beautiful Toronto. Kicks Seattle's ass. Kicks Vancouver's ass. I'd even compare it to someplace like Scotland, apart from the fact that we don't have mountains here. See you later, and send me your comments and all that kind of stuff. Happy Torontonians enjoying themselves.